began using drugs around the age of 17, going on 18 years old towards the later years of high school. I began innocently just smoking a little bit of marijuana with some friends after school, and it gradually progressed into my early college years. That's when I began experimenting with alcohol every weekend, as well as using cocaine and other heavier drugs, and things kind of began to pick up from there. There was a point in time when I was doing drugs that I thought I was invincible, that because of the way I looked and because of the way I could act around adults and authority, that I was basically untouchable. And I found out real quickly that it wasn't the case. You know, I've been arrested a number of times on possession of narcotics. I progressed really quickly. So, you know, my drug use took me to places that I never thought I would ever end up in life. It took me to places of homelessness. It took me to places where I was living on the streets. It took me to, you know, it brought me a great deal of despair, you know, not just the pain that I was causing myself, but the strain on the most important relationships in my life, the pain that I caused my mother, my father, my two younger siblings. A great deal of the pain that my drug addiction brought me was my younger brother and sister spending the majority of their childhood dealing with an older brother who was severely addicted to heroin and cocaine. I was lost, in chains, and needed to be set free.
Hi, I'm Richard Welch, Executive Director of Teen Challenge Connecticut. The perils of drug addiction in our communities are more prevalent than ever. We are seeing our loved ones in bondage, chained to drugs that are controlling and destroying their lives. And although we may experience these problems firsthand, it doesn't always paint the entire picture.
Someone gets here, that's a problem. If someone ends up in an emergency department because of an alcohol or drug problem, that's a big red flag. There are some shifts you can come in here on a Friday and Saturday night, and half of the patients here are all here because of alcohol or drug issues that got them here to begin with. What we do know is that the deaths from overdose of opiate use has really escalated in the last few years, and in fact, nationwide, it's exceeded the deaths from motor vehicle crashes. So that's an incredibly big deal. So we've had a lot more problems with opiate use. We see that from the rich suburban areas to the inner city areas. We see college kids, we see elderly people. You know, you can't screen somebody for an alcohol drug problem based on what they look like. When you see the gunshot wounds, when you see all of the motor vehicle crashes, and now you feel very confident in your skills to help people, you're interviewing them or you're looking and you realize, oh my goodness, they're all here because of a drug.
Sometimes it can seem like our communities are fighting a losing battle. But for us here at Teen Challenge Connecticut, and with the help and support of people like you, the battle is being won. Together we are fighting for freedom. The freedom for people to live a clean life, free from drugs, to become part of the solution and not part of the problem. We believe that the solution is through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
When I originally came to Teen Challenge, I was at a point in my life where I knew I was gonna die. You know, I didn't think I'd get an opportunity to get married, to raise a family, to accomplish a lot of the goals that I had. And Teen Challenge restored all that back to me. Not only did Teen Challenge provide a safe environment for me to get clean and sober, but through the leaders and through Jesus Christ, Teen Challenge helped me to build a foundation to live a long, healthy, and successful life. I currently work in higher education and admissions, and it's extremely fulfilling. You know, a lot of the things that the leaders here at Teen Challenge taught me and the hope that they gave me, I can, in a certain respect, pass that on to the students that I admit into the university that I work at. My relationship with my family is amazing. You know, I really can't even put it into words. You know, my sister and I are best friends. My brother and I are best friends. They look up to me. They come to me for advice. And they also know most importantly, that they have their older brother back. You know, my parents feel the same way. They have their oldest son back.
I was addicted to heroin, but Jesus set me free.
But Jesus set me free.
And Jesus set me free. And Jesus set me free.
And Jesus set me free.
But Jesus set me free.
But Jesus set me free.
I was on drugs, hopelessly addicted, and Jesus Christ saved my life.